Hello, everyone. Hi, and good evening to session number 8 of your search engine marketing. And today we will be starting off from the point where we left off in our last class on Tuesday, where we had completed talking about how to create a universal app campaign. And today we are going to discuss about something called reporting. Okay. And before we start with that, guys, I just wanted to kind of make you go through your week 4 assignment as well so that we can discuss it and maybe try and do it ourselves as well. Okay, so in your week 2, guys, you have been given a task to create a campaign performance report. Okay, so basically we will be using something called the report editor that we will be learning about today, and using that you have to create your own campaign performance report. And you also need to do like an AdWords account audit. I don't know how they want you to do that. Do they want you to do it for your own account? Let me just have a look. Okay, if you don't have sufficient data in your account, we are giving a read-only access to a sample AdWords account. Okay, so they're going to give you access to a sample account, and you have to look at that account and tell them about how that campaign is doing. Okay, only if you have been running ads on Google AdWords for more than 90 days, use the AdWords Performer Grader tool here to generate an automated AdWords account report for the account as well. Okay, so they're also giving you a tool where you can generate this AdWords account audit report from as well. So in case you want to do that, you can just go and kind of take this help from this tool as well. Very well. After that, there is, I don't think you have to do this case study anymore, but let me know if you do. SEM case study exercise. So it's just going to be one case study about carvale.com, how they have grown their business through digital and through Google AdWords, and just a small case study about Carvale. And it basically asks you to do everything that you were doing in the last few weeks on your AdWords account. Choosing AdWords, creating search engine ads, shortlisting keyword for display network ads, shortlisting website for display network ad, and analyze the performance of your AdWords campaign. So basically, creating a campaign from scratch and running different types of campaigns over there, display network campaign as well as search network campaign. So that is mostly what you need to do when it comes to your week 4 assignment. And after week 4, guys, you also have a chance to, I think, yeah, give the Google AdWords exam. And what this exam does, guys, is that it gets you a certificate that once you clear this exam, you get a certificate. They have given the link to google.com/partners, but I think this link has changed. Now Google conducts its exams on the Google Academy for ads. Okay, so if you just search for Google Academy for ads, that is where you can get your certificate from. Okay, and so you just need a Google account to sign in to the Academy for ads. Okay, and after that it gets you a lot of so when you go a little below from your home page, you get this link called Get AdWords Certified, and there are multiple exams that you can give over here, guys. So the way this works is that there is a fundamentals AdWords fundamental exam that everyone needs to give. You don't get a certificate for this, but it is compulsory to get a certificate. Okay, so you have to actually give two exams to get the first certificate, if you think of it that way. So no matter what certificate you want from Google, you have to give the AdWords fundamental exam and clear it first. Okay, and it's not a very difficult exam. It's a very simple exam. You have multiple choice questions. You just have to use the best of your knowledge. Just put some logic into it, and you will be able to clear this very easily. So you get about, I think, 65 questions in this fundamental exam, and you have about 2 hours to do this exam as well. So it's very easy. So time is not a constraint over here. It's just that you have to read the questions carefully, to make a decision. Very simple questions, like if you were running a search campaign, where will your ads be shown, on the search engine or on the display network, on other people's websites, things like that, where you have to just figure out the correct answer. Okay, and it's everything that we have discussed so far in our classes as well. We have covered more than what is expected out of you from a fundamentals assessment exam, and it's a 1.5 hour exam, not a 2 hour exam, sorry, over there. And you get about 65 questions, and you have to get 80% or higher in this exam. Okay, are retakes allowed? Yes, retakes are allowed. Every time you fail this exam also, you can retake it after 24 hours. Okay, so you can keep on giving it till the time you actually go and clear this exam. Okay, so that should not be an issue. And once you have given this and cleared this AdWords fundamental exam, the next exam that you need to give is dependent on what you would like to do. Okay, AdWords search, AdWords video, display, shopping. So whatever I have covered in the past should enable you to clear this exam. AdWords search, AdWords video as well, because we discussed video on Tuesday. This was not covered in your slides, but I still covered it because it's a certification that is available on Google. Then display is something that you can give. Mobile certification is also one more thing that you can give. Shopping might not be relevant for you right now, because we did not really cover Google Merchant Center and product feeds, which if we can cover today, then you would be able to give the shopping certification exam as well. But apart from that, I have covered almost everything that you need in order to become a AdWords certified professional. Okay, and these certificates are actually quite useful when you are applying for a job, or planning to switch your career to a digital marketing job. It always gives more confidence to the interviewer that you do know something about AdWords. Even if it's your first job, you do know about how to create campaigns, or at least you have the mental conditioning for it, as you can say. So take some time whenever you get to just clear this exam. Okay, and okay, some questions that are there, I'll just answer them. Shailesh is asking, is Exceed LMS the official Google portal? Yes, this is the official Google portal. The certificates that you get are from Google themselves, and earlier this used to be on Google Partners, and now they just shifted this to this portal on February this year. Okay, so before that there was a Google Partners portal where you had to go and give the exam. Okay, Shyam, you're asking when is the exam, in between or after whole sessions? Well, we have completed the sessions for AdWords. Today is the last session. So anytime after this session is over, you should go and give this exam, okay, in order for you to get certified. Remember, if you don't give the exam, you will not be able to get certified. So, now that you have been doing AdWords for the last 4 weeks, it's a good idea to kind of, go ahead and sit for the AdWords certification exam. Okay. All right. Abhishek, you're saying, is this certificate valid for 1 year only? Yes, this certificate is only valid for 1 year, and you can give it every year. That's how every search engine marketer does every year. The reason why it changes every year is because technology is also changing so fast, right? And let's say someone who was doing AdWords 10 years back might not be so comfortable working on AdWords on the new dashboard, because everything keeps changing, right? So in order for keeping your skills industry relevant, uh, that is why AdWords gives you certificate for 1 year only. Okay. All right, great. Now that we have covered all of those things, let's jump right into the session that we have for us today. And today we will be starting off with something called reporting. Now, what is reporting? Well, after you have actually executed your campaigns, run your campaigns, you do want to kind of, understand how your campaigns have performed, right? So in order to do that, in order to measure the performance of your campaign, you look at the reports, right? And today we'll discuss about what all different reports that are there on AdWords, pre-created reports, and what type of you can say reports you can create on your own as well, because there is a task that you have to create your own reports. So we'll go and do that as well. Okay. What to track? So when you like when you have a business and you would like to kind of measure its performance, you should know about what you would like to track for your business, right? And it is important to define your business goals and track those metrics that help you understand whether you are meeting your business objectives through AdWords or not. Okay, so I think we have a little video over here. Let's probably go and see that and then continue with it. So let me just pause this. Sorry, guys. Okay, just I'll just share the link with you as well. So in case you would like to see it at your end, you can just do that.
AdWords provides you with all the tools you need to measure success. But first, you need to define what your goals are. Do you want to increase sales? Get the word out about your brand. What about getting the most for your money with your AdWords investment? Maybe it's all three. With AdWords, you can measure whether your campaigns are reaching the goals you've set for them. Mike owns Mike's Mountaineering, a website that sells mountain climbing equipment. Mike says his AdWords campaigns are successful if they lead to more sales. He can tell if clicks on his ads are leading to purchases because he uses AdWords conversion tracking. With conversion tracking, Mike can see which of his AdWords campaigns, ad groups, and keywords are leading to more online sales. Then he adjusts his spending to maximize his sales, and therefore his success. Samantha runs the Blue Sky Mountain Lodge, a resort hotel that caters to skiers. The hotel is fully booked for the upcoming season, but Samantha knows she needs to advertise to keep the Blue Sky name on the minds of skiers with the city blues. For Samantha, success with AdWords is improving brand awareness, which for her means lots of people seeing her ads and clicking through to view the details they're looking for on her website. With AdWords, she knows which campaigns, ad groups, ads, and keywords are getting the most views and clicks, and she can allocate her AdWords spending so that her ads are more likely to show where and when she wants them to. Samantha is regularly checking her data to see which ads are most successful in bringing people to her website, and she uses that information to craft ads that attract the most customers. Mike does this too. Here's an example. Mike's Mountaineering started selling a new model of climbing helmet, but Mike isn't sure about the best way to promote it. So, he decides to do a test. He creates two ads for the helmet, one that promotes its price, and one that promotes its special features. After a month, Mike looks at his AdWords results and sees that the ads focused on the helmet's price led to twice as many sales as the ads focused on the helmet's special features. Armed with his AdWords data, he now knows how to write ads that lead to more sales of the new helmet. However you define success for your business, AdWords provides the tools and data you need to measure it. For more ideas on how to make your business more successful with AdWords, visit the AdWords Help Center.
Okay, so quite a long video we had over there, around 3 minutes, but it did explain quite a lot about how, depending on what your brand objective could be, you can see different kinds of metrics on AdWords. Okay, so I'll just quickly then go to one of my accounts, and then maybe we can just have a look at the different kinds of things that you should be measuring over there. Okay, so just give me a moment for this to load up. All right. So as you can see, this dashboard, guys, the very first thing when you are on your dashboard and you are at a campaign level is when you get a reporting for all your different campaigns that are running, right? And there are multiple things that you can do at the dashboard directly over here. I don't know if we have discussed this before, but in case you would like to filter your campaigns to just see the campaigns that probably you would like to compare and measure, so you use the filter option. Okay, so as you can see over here, I am only seeing the campaigns that are enabled and have the campaign type as search. Okay, if I remove those filters, it will show me more more details about my campaign. So let's say if I just remove, oops, let's say I just remove search, okay, and we'll start seeing more campaigns over here. And in case I just want to also filter using the campaign name, let's say I only want to see the campaigns where my name is written. So campaign name contains Harry and apply. Then it will only show me the campaigns which have my name in it. Okay, and the next sort of thing is your segment, which basically allows you to segment your data. What does segmentation mean? Segmentation is basically in case you would like to see more information about this data broken down into, let's say, by the hour of the day, days of the week, or any type of data. You can actually segment your campaign according to that variable. Okay, so uh, let's say day of the week. Okay, so day of the week would show us that on every so let's just do this for last 30 days. So it'll show me when my campaign had performed the best. Okay, so as you can see that in the last 30 days I've received 13 conversions for this campaign. Okay, so I can actually figure out that which days have been the most effective for me and which haven't been. So as you can see from this data, for this campaign, Monday, Tuesday, Monday has given me a conversion. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday have been good days. And apart from that, the rest of the days, apart from Friday and Saturday, Thursdays and Sunday is the day when I have never received a conversion at all. So maybe it might be a good idea to not focus on Sundays and Thursdays and actually utilize the budget that is spent on Sunday and Thursday and shift it to the rest of the days. That would ensure that I get more conversions for my money, right? So that could be one way in which I could optimize my campaign by segmenting my data and having a look at that report. Okay, so that is about segmentation. Then the next is modify columns. Basically, if you click on modify columns, you can add uh, other performance metrics that you would like to measure on your columns. Okay, so in case you see a conversion column on my dashboard but you don't see a conversion column for your own campaign, you can actually click on columns and search for that conversion column. So it has a variety of options that you could choose from. So CPC, CTR, clicks, view rate, CPV, anything that you feel will help you measure your campaigns better, you can use that parameter from the set of columns for campaigns that are available. Okay, so conversion, cost per conversion, conversion rate, all conversion value, view through conversion, attributions. Also, you can see campaign type and tracking through Google Analytics, call details in case um, you are using the click to call campaigns, then actually seeing how many people are calling you and how many phone impressions you're getting and things like that, so that you can understand whether your call extensions are working or not. And all of those things are actually available, so you get a lot of options to actually choose from. When I just expanded all of these things, you could just see how many different types of parameters are already available for you. Okay, so that you can measure your campaigns in a better way. All right. And after that is an option to download your report. So in case you like what you're seeing on your dashboard and you would like to share it with your manager or someone else, or you would like to have a look at it offline or maybe on an Excel sheet, you can actually export this data to an Excel file. Just select the download button and it will ask you how you would like to have this data. So you can actually decide on getting an Excel sheet, a PDF, XML file, and you can actually, in fact, also schedule your report so that every week, in case you want that your entire campaign report gets to you, you can actually schedule that data to be mailed to you every week as well. So that's another great option that you have over here. Okay, so these are majorly the primary reporting options that are given to you on AdWords. But apart from that, there is a complete you can say complete separate tool for reporting that AdWords has. When you go on your topmost menu on the right hand side, you have something called reporting. When you click on that, you get different options saying reports, predefined reports, and dashboard. Now, predefined reports are reports that are already created on Google AdWords, so you can have a look at that. Previously, it used to be called the dimensions tab, but now they have just changed it to predefined reports. That is why in the bracket you see formally dimensions. And reports is something where you can, in case you're saving your reports, some of your reports, or creating your own reports, you can have a look at them in the reports section. And dashboard is where you actually create those reports. So I'll just show you how you can create your own report as well. Please have a look at that very carefully, because that is also one of your tasks that you have to do. Okay, all right. After that, we come to predefined reports, and as you can see, there are various categories inside predefined reports. So basic, time, conversion, label, geographic, shopping, extensions, and display. So according to the type of campaign that you might be running, or according to uh, according to how you would like to consider your performance, you can generate a report in that manner. So let's say this is like my search campaign that I was running for the last 30 days. And the problem that I'm facing, guys, over here is that, okay, so it's a genuine problem. So if you could just help me out also over here, is that I'm not receiving conversions on every single day. So this is how my conversions are coming in. And so I got two conversions on April 30th, then May 4th, then one on 7th, 8th, 12th, 15th, and then one on 21st. So as you can see, the number of days between the conversions are kind of increasing, and that is scary for me. So what do you think, guys? What type of reports I should be looking at, and how can we figure out that what is really going wrong with our campaigns? Maybe a good idea could be to actually just see where these conversions or when these conversions are happening, and then try and put our money exactly on those parameters. Okay, so I'll just show you all the reports that are there, and then we can probably try and understand how we can get more conversions for this campaign that I'm running. Okay, and it'll be great if you guys could help me out over here. Okay, so let's look at some of the basic reports first of all that are there. So in basic, you get like a campaign report. A campaign report is nothing but a very basic campaign level report, just like you have about your all your campaigns. It just shows you what all campaigns you are running, and then based on the columns that you have for your campaigns, it can show you. It's exactly the same report as you get when we just saw our campaign level dashboard. Okay, when we click on ad group, the same dashboard that we are seeing in front of us right now will be shown in the ad group level. Similarly, ad keyword level as well. Let's have a look at the search term report. Search term report, as you all know, tells us about what type of search queries are people making, so that we can get more conversions as well. So let's see when the conversions happened for us, what were the kind of search queries that people were making. So to low, let's see. So it's pretty straightforward. You can just click on each of these reports and understand what each of these reports do. Okay, And yeah, as you can see, we do have conversions from a lot of these different search terms, and for some reason these are not added to my campaign as well. So the reason why this got triggered was because it was matching a phrase match type for my campaign, so that is why it showed it. But a good idea could be to put all of these in exact matches as well, so that in case someone searches for something like this again, they are first of all shown my ad directly, right? So a lot of keywords that I have that I should be adding. I don't know why I haven't done that yet, but I should be adding them in my campaign analysis. Sorry, in my campaigns as well, keyword level as well. Okay. All right, let's go and look at more reports that are there. Then you have something called YouTube search terms report that is not relevant for us, but this is again for your video advertising. If you are running a video campaign, you can see what all search terms were people searching for when they kind of saw your ad as well. Okay, and on the basis of final URL as well. Paid and organic report. Paid and organic report, guys, is when you connect your search console, Google Search Console, to your Google AdWords dashboard. Okay, so what happens is that Google Search Console is the platform where you see all your organic performance. Okay, so when you actually do SEO, you actually connect your website to the Google Search Console, so that you can kind of see what all people are searching for organically when they are reaching your website. Okay, and what this paid and organic term report does is that it shows you both of these things side by side. Okay, so that you can compare whether your paid marketing is performing as good as your organic marketing or not, or if it's the other way around. Okay, then you get something called call details. Call details actually shows you every time a call happened, how long did you talk to them for. Okay, so if you see in the last 1 month, I have been able to get about 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, about 10 calls, right? And out of these 10 calls, it's also showing me how many were received, how many I missed as well. Okay, and call type mobile click to call. So people have been calling up directly from their mobile. They're clicking the click to call button and actually calling me. So it means that it does work, right? People do call you up. So over here, I talked to them for about 37 seconds, 13 seconds, 121 seconds over here, 6, 42, 17, 40, and so on. Okay. And I actually consider a conversion to be when someone talks to me for more than 60 seconds. Okay, otherwise I don't consider it a conversion, because sometimes it might not be a relevant call. Okay, so I am, because I'm trying to track good conversions for myself, is why I am using all these sort of optimization techniques. Okay, and it also shows you why this ad was shown to a particular user who actually called. Okay, so this got triggered when he searched for something related to typing service. This ad was shown to him, and that's how it happened. Okay, at any point of time, guys, if you want me to repeat any kind of report, you can just let me know. I will just explain what that report means as well. Okay, and free clicks. Sometimes what happens is that Google might give you some free clicks. Okay, so display ad mouse over for at least 1 second. Okay, so I looks like I did not receive. So okay, so this is for display campaign actually. So it's basically saying that what if someone was interacting with your display ads and somehow it became like a free click. So you get a report for all of those things as well. And the rest of the things, as you can see, some of them might be important, some of them might not be. There's something called over delivery, which will again show you how many times Google has over delivered. Okay, and so every time, so it shows you a report as well, that these were the number of times it over delivered on every particular day, so that you know that okay, this is the reason why my ads have been costing me so much money. Okay, then let's go and have a look at the time based report. So any time based report, if you want, day of the week, which day your maximum conversions happened. So it's Monday for me, as you can see. Monday and no, Tuesday for me. Sundays hasn't really been performing for me at all. And as you can see also over here, Sunday my cost per conversion is $204. I think it's really not a good idea to be showing my ads on a Sunday. As you can see that my conversion is almost 3 or 4 times my usual conversion costs. Okay, so Sunday is something that I should not be running my campaigns. I should maybe schedule my campaigns to not run on Sundays. And you have other options as well, guys, not just day of the week but hour of the day as well. Which hour did you get your conversions in? Okay, so 0 basically means 12 a.m, 1 means 1 a.m, 16 means 4 p.m, and things like that. So a 24-hour clock is how you see your time, how you see your conversions. So in case you would like to see high to low, how to see your campaigns, which of your campaigns actually performed, when did you get the most number of conversions? So as you can see, I got them at 2 p.m, 1 p.m, 12 a.m in the night. And when have I not been getting any conversions? So 18, 19, 20, 21. So maybe from 6 p.m to 9 p.m, in fact even till 11 I just got one conversion. But 6 p.m to 11 p.m is not a good time to be showing my ads. So that is another level of optimization that I can do and remove these times. Okay, so I can actually schedule my ads to show up, let's say, from Monday to Saturday, and not run them from 6 p.m to 11 p.m. Probably I'll get better results. Okay, so that's how you kind of optimize your campaigns as well. Okay, and apart from that, there is something called labels, in case you want to just see again from a campaign level data. If you have created labels and you would like to just see your labels, campaigns with your label, you can do that. Geographic report actually tells you where those conversions came from, so that could really give me a good idea about my target audience, and maybe I can change my location settings as well, right? So strange, it does not show me my conversions table. It just shows me the clicks. Let me just probably try and add a column. There is conversions. Okay, so all right, so it might be we just have to move a little right. There you go. So let's kind of see high to low now. And so yeah, so most of my conversions, guys, just a sec, if we can figure this out. Most of my conversions, as you can see, have come from Australia and this region in Australia, New South Wales, Queensland, and Victoria. So maybe it might be a good idea that instead of targeting Australia now, I can be targeting New South Wales, Queensland, and Victoria. Okay, remember, the more targeted your campaigns are, the better prices you get for your costs, better prices that you get for your clicks as well. Okay, and city, they were not able to figure out the city for me for other regions, but it could find out that Melbourne is somewhere from where I'm getting a lot of my conversions from. Melbourne, Queensland, New South Wales. So maybe it might be a good idea to add these cities as well into my campaign, right? And from US, this is coming from these locations. And there are some places from where I might not be getting any conversions, right? Okay, so yeah, so these are 1 1 1 1, and these are the locations where I'm not getting any conversions from. So maybe might not be a good idea to post my ads for Canberra location, because no one is actually converting from that location. Okay, so yeah, that's how you actually kind of optimize your campaigns further and further. So as you can see, there is a lot of scope for optimization in your AdWords account. Okay, which is why there are so many digital marketing opportunities also out there. You can continuously, this is an exercise that you have to continuously keep on doing with an account. Okay, so even if one person goes away, companies hire the next person and he's doing the optimization, and that's how it just keeps on going on and on and on. Okay, in case we were using shopping, we could have had a look at all the shopping related filters as well. But so geographic told us about the geography. User location would somewhere be the same data only, but I think it was able to also now see the location of the city as well in terms of city. So earlier it was not able to do that, but location wise it's able to figure out the city as well for some of the people who have converted. Okay. And there's one more that we had in our geographic. Distance. Distance is basically distance from location extension. Okay, so we weren't adding a location extension. Had we been using a location extension, it would have shown us how far from your shop did people convert from. Okay, so you can get a good idea and understand whether your location extension is really working for you or not. All right. Perfect. After that, we have something called the extension report. So all the extensions that you might be using, it will show you a report about all of those extensions. So in case you are using a sitelink extension, it will show you the sitelink extension report. In case you are using just a second, guys. Now that I'm here, I might as well look at my conversion metrics as well. Um, just wanted to figure out what kind of an extension is really working for me. So this is giving me a complete extension report, and it shows me that most of my conversions, whenever they happened because of this call out. So 12-hour turnaround time is something that people usually saw in my ad when they converted. So I think it's a good idea to use that. And I should maybe remove the extensions that are not really working for me, right? So let me just see. Yeah. So maybe not having this call extension or call out extension or sitelink extension. Um, you know. So as you can understand, guys, you can use these type of conversion tracking options and really see conversion reporting options and really see what is working for you and what is not working for you, and then remove the things that are actually wasting your money. Okay. And yeah, so we'll just move on to a few rest of the reports that are there. I hope you understood what how this was showing you all of the extension. So even though I clicked on sitelink extension, it still showed me all the extensions as well. Call out extension is showing me my call out extensions, how many times people have actually clicked on the call out extension, how many times it was shown, and what is the click through rate as well. Okay, so all those options are available to me over here. And as you can notice, guys, whenever we are opening a predefined report as well, it does give us an option to edit this report. Why? Because reporting is completely editable. Okay, so in case you would like to add some column or add some row to it or change the report name, you can actually do all of those things as well. Okay, which is why it's a very good reporting tool as well. Okay. And then when we look at our display based filters, we have topic. We can have a report on the basis of the topics that we have chosen or the audience that we had chosen, and how it is performing accordingly as well is something that we can have a look at. So all right, so I think that was all about your predefined reports. And now, okay, Sham, you would like to be kindly mute me. Uh, would you like to be unmuted or muted? Shyam, I'll still try and mute you. I think you can do that from your side as well, but okay, I have muted you, Shyam. Okay. All right, guys. Any problem till here? Having a look, how to have a look at the reports and all of those things. I hope that is pretty clear by now, right? Yeah, great. Um, All right. Now to just show you how you can create your own reports as well. Well, when you go to this reports editor and when you click on dashboard, that is where it will take you to the report editor. Okay, so you just wait for a bit. Okay, so there are two things that are over here, reports or dashboard. You can actually go and click on report, and you can actually go and click and create a report as well. So dashboard is something that will be shown to your main screen when you click on the dashboard overview option. So in case you would like to change that, you can actually drag and drop things over there as well. So let's say we want to create a table. We will select on plus table, and we can actually give it a name. So let's say we want to create a conversion report, right? And we just select OK. So that will just save our report name. And what all we would like to track, guys. What do you think, guys? Let's say we were creating a conversion report. So I think on a campaign level, we can show our conversions, right? So let's put our row as campaign. Okay. And so it will show up all the campaigns that are there under this. So in case you would like to add a filter, maybe let's select the campaign first. Okay, so we can have it as campaign right now. We can filter it later once we save it. And what kind of columns we should have when we want to track conversions, guys? In case we want to create a conversion report, what all columns do you think we should put? Shailesh, you're saying, can we save custom report as a template and import into another campaign? Well, not in that way. You cannot create a report as a template for and import it. Okay, so you'll have to create it in another account as well. Okay, but it's very simple. It's actually just drag and drop, so you can easily do that. Okay, guys, once again, if we had to track conversions, what all we should put in the column as well? What do you think, guys? I think first of all, conversions should definitely be there, a column for conversions, right? So as you can see on your left hand side, it's showing you all the different things that you could choose from for your columns. So conversions is one that I would like to have. So you just click on it and then you drag them. Okay, and you drag them and put it in your values. Okay, so there you go. That's gonna get you all your conversions. And I can probably also have cost per conversion so that I know how much it is costing me per conversion in each of my campaigns. So I just put my cost per conversion as well. Okay, there you go. We have cost per conversion as well. I also would like to know which city my conversions are coming from. So, okay, so it's not letting me add them in the column. Maybe it's going to show them in the row. And anything else that you see over here? Maybe which day of the week as well. We put that in our column so that we know. Uh, oops, that looks really complicated. So we'll just put it maybe in the row side instead of the column. I think that looks better. And let's just filter this and put this from high to low. All right, and what else can we put? Maybe also understanding what search keyword they were using. Okay, so search term is, I think, not available for us. We will just move below. So as you could see that, you can choose anything that you want from this set of options that you get on the left hand side and put them to get your complete campaign report. So this is giving me a good campaign conversion data. It is actually telling me where most of my conversions have come from. Most of my conversions for this campaign for Australia has come on a Monday, and it has costed me about $13.69, right? And that's how I know how I need to optimize further, right? And after this, if I would like to save this report, I can just save this report. In case I would like to download it, I can download it. If I would like to schedule this and share this with someone, we can actually do that as well. Okay, so we can schedule it to be shared with someone if we wanted to show it to someone. Okay, so that's how, guys, you can actually create your own reports as well. Okay, and Pooja, I didn't see your message. I just saw that you had written add group and keyword maybe. So yeah, so we can actually add to this add groups as well, and so it's not really allowing us to select the search keyword. I don't know why. The field is not compatible with one or more columns, so we might have to remove some of the columns to kind of see that. Okay, but yeah, so now I can also see which ad group kind of did perform for this conversion as well. So we have all of that data as well. Pretty simple, right? Very easily you can create your own reports, and that's actually your tasks also. So very easily you can actually create your own report as well. All right. I hope you will not have any problem creating your own reports now. Once you're okay and satisfied with the report that you have created, just click on save as and you should be done. Right? You give it your name, the report name, and you just click on save. It will be saved and it will be always available to you in your reports section. Okay. So in case you would like to see your reports, you can always go and access your reports from over here. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have in our slide. So, so what all do you track when you have to increase traffic to websites? So the metrics that you should be focusing on is clicks, CTR, your keyword performance report, and your search term report. Okay. Why don't you do this, guys? If you had to increase sales or other conversions, what are the columns that you would like to have in order to increase sales? Okay, so since no one is replying, I'll just show you guys the answer. So metrics that you can focus on is obviously, as we just saw as well, conversion, cost per conversion, conversion rate, keyword conversion data, and landing page data is what you can see in order to understand why, or if your campaign is not working well, then why is it not working properly. Okay, so all of those things you can actually find out from this reporting that you have over here. In case you would like to raise brand awareness, focus on impressions, CTR, conversion, reach, and frequency. If you want to increase return on investment, ROI is the ratio of your cost to your profits, then you should focus on conversion, and that's about it. Okay, report editor, I already showed you how it works. I showed you all the basic reports and all the reports that were available for you in all the categories. We discussed all of this, so that's done. And yeah, so although I just showed you how to create a report using the report editor, but in case you would like to know about what are the different parts of the report editor, so there's something called tiles, which is located on the left sidebar. Tiles are dimensions and metrics that you drag onto the canvas to build your report, just like we did. And dimensions describe qualitative characteristics of your data, such as device, ad group, or location. Metrics are quantitative measurements about your data, such as clicks, impressions, and conversions. Okay, then you have the sidebar, where on the left side of the page, which actually contains all your tiles. So that entire area is called the sidebar, and canvas is the gray area in the middle. Okay, Babe, can you get the Geo? Internet has disconnected. Nikki, can you get the Geo? Internet has disconnected. Went away. Okay, I think I am back, guys. The internet had actually disconnected, so because of that, you know, uh, the network got lost. Yeah, but thank God for Geo. I have a Geo device as well with me, so that worked. Okay, so good that I have two internet connections. Okay, great. So let's. Sorry, guys, about that. I don't know why the internet just vanished. Decided to just not work. But anyways, so as I was talking about your report editing, guys, so we discussed about reports, and there's an activity here. So you want to see all the keywords in your campaign that has lots of clicks from mobile devices. You want to see all the, so what do you do guys? How do you do this activity if you want to see all the keywords in your campaign that have lots of clicks from mobile device? Any idea about this? Select device in the report template. Yes, you can segment your data according to devices, and then have a look. Custom report on clicks in column and device in rows. Okay, so create a table that shows clicks and keywords. Apply a report filter that narrows down your data set down to mobile devices. Now your table shows mobile clicks for your keywords. So these are the kind of questions that sometimes you might get asked, or you might be asked in your companies to do as well, where your manager or your boss needs a report in a certain manner. So you can actually create those kind of reports using your AdWords dashboard as well. Okay. Next question, you're analyzing a report on mobile clicks data for your campaign and realize that there are lots of keywords with no mobile clicks, and they're cluttering your view. What would you do to resolve this issue? What do you think, guys? But all questions will be MCQ related in the AdWords exam. Correct. So in the AdWords exam, you'll get MCQ questions only. These are just to just kind of uh, make you think a little bit. Okay. So Pooja is saying pause those keywords and remove from campaign. Filter column in reports, modify column option. Okay, you're analyzing a report on mobile clicks data for your campaign and realize there are lots of keywords with no mobile clicks and they are cluttering your view. So you just basically apply a filter, right? So go to the column header and apply a table filter that only shows rows that have more than 0 clicks. So you can actually do that and apply a filter to your rows, to your columns as well. Okay. And last question, you want to view all your campaigns with the word brand in them. What type of filter would you use in the report editor? Click high to low, campaign name, correct. So you filter according to campaign name. Okay, I don't know why they had written just report filter, but yeah, campaign name. All right. So in a way, we have actually completed everything that was there in AdWords, guys. Okay, and the way you use reports is actually to optimize your campaigns as well. So that is why you have all your optimization strategies. This is something that you can keep as a cheat sheet for yourself. Okay, even when you stop using these slides to understand about AdWords, these are some of the techniques that can actually help you in the long run as well. Whenever you are running anyone's AdWords account as well, you can actually use these optimization techniques that we have created over time and understood it as a and these actually help you optimize your campaigns better, right? So you can first try and see if you can organize the campaign in a better way using a better theme as well. So maybe divide your keywords into based on your products, services, or categories. Think of ways in which you can organize your campaigns in an even better way. Okay. The second optimization technique could be to write great ads. Okay. The better ads you write, the better your click through rate becomes. The better your click through rate becomes, your quality score goes up, and you have to pay less for the keyword that you're bidding for. Okay, and then try and target your ads effectively. Remember, you can use these reports to see whether your ads are being shown to the relevant person or not. The more relevant an audience, the better your ads are going to perform. Okay, is there any tool to write ads? Well, when you go and have a look at SEMrush also, no, it actually shows you ads of people as well. So this is something that I do for my own competitors as well, is I do have a look at their ads as well. So I actually go to SEMrush and see how they have been creating their display ads and how they have been creating their text ads. Yeah, it's a free tool. In fact, you get it for 15 days, the paid version for 15 days as well, as a part of Digital Vidya. Okay, I did the same for my ad, copied their style. So exactly. So if people are already running AdWords for a long time, you actually can get a sense of how you should create your own ads as well, right? And yeah, you can always use SEMrush and see anyone's ads for that matter. Okay, so just see, and if you want to copy, you can copy it as well, and reach people who have already shown interest. So try and use some remarketing for your ads as well to get back people who came to your website but did not really convert as well. Okay, and then in case you would like to then optimize according to uh, the kind of bidding that you're doing, so you can reduce the bids for keywords that are not performing for you, increase the ones for which you're getting conversions, so that Google optimizes your campaigns with time and gives you more return for your investment. Okay, sometimes you can click on the opportunities section as well. That is basically an area where Google gives you tips on how you can improve your campaign. So you can go and click on recommendations and it will show you some tips saying that you should do this or that, and maybe you can then just kind of follow the instructions as well. Okay, so you don't have to do everything all the time. Sometimes Google does help you in order to uh, do things in a better way. So it is actually giving some recommendations to me, so I should probably kind of follow these recommendations that are being given to me by Google as well, right? So that will just help me improve my campaigns as well. Okay, All right. After that, we have the AdWords account audit. How do you actually go ahead and audit an AdWords account? Okay. What do you do if I, let's say, gave you my account to kind of see what all will you see in the first instance in that account? Whenever you get a new account, what is it that you would like to see in that account, guys? What do you think? How will you check a person's account? You will first see clicks, Neha. So Neha, the clicks, impressions, you will have a look at clicks and impressions, keywords, ads, how many campaigns are running. Okay, good. Ads. It's good that you're giving these answers so that I can also understand that you're thinking in a right way. So correct, you are actually right. So lots of things that you can do, but if you had to like have a if you like wanted a checklist of the things that you should be looking at, so think of this AdWords account audit as your checklist also. Okay, so once again, the optimization techniques is something that you should keep with you every time you're running campaigns, even after these sessions are over. And the second thing that that you should always keep with yourself is this account audit checklist. Okay, so what all do you need to check in that account? So just have a look at the overall account structure. Is it good or bad? Have a look at the campaign settings. Is the naming properly done, easy to understand or confusing? See the network settings, what kind of networks they are running. Then have a look at the ad group report. Theme, is it theme based? And then what kind of theme are they using? Are they using 10 to 20 keywords per ad group or not? Analyze keyword match type. uh, See the negative keyword list, see the search term report, see if the ad text is grammatically correct, is the ad text catchy, highlight USPs and include call to action, see when the last ad test was performed, see the quality score of the keywords, check the ad extension, whether they're using proper extensions or not, see if they're using conversion tracking, see if you need to review any targeting settings in terms of location, device, and audience. See if you can review the device bit adjustments. And there is another tool called the performance grader tool in case you would like to audit someone's account using this auditing tool. You can actually do that as well. Okay, so this just asks you find out where you stand in 1 minute using your AdWords account. I don't know if it'll be able to give it for me because I anyways run it for multiple clients. Gmail.com. It's mine as a manager account. I don't know if it'll be able to give me my details, but okay, yeah. So when you sign in, you give all of these things, and name of the tool is app.wordstream.com/Google AdWords. I'll just share the link with you as well. So this gives you like a audit report for your AdWords account as well. Okay, so it's not this maybe. Okay, so to I don't know why this is not running. Okay, let's just continue. Okay, earlier this continue button was not coming, so all right. So till that takes some time. Uh, just okay. So till that is taking a little bit of time. Okay, that was the last slide. All right. Yeah, so let me just show you that then. So, okay, so it does ask me to select one of my AdWords account. So a really good tool to actually, in case you're looking for some clients, you can actually just tell them what is wrong with their accounts. Okay, so you can use this auditing tool to kind of give them that information as well. Okay, sure, you can ask me, Neha, doubts about display ads as well. What is device bid adjustment? Okay, so device bid adjustment is basically when you try and do different bidding for different devices. So let's say you are running a campaign and you know that you're getting more clicks from mobiles. Okay, so you want to increase your bids when it is shown on mobile phones compared to when it is shown on, let's say, desktops or tablets. So you can actually decide on changing bids over there as well. How do you do that? Well, when you go inside any of your campaigns, let's say this is the campaign that I was running, and I click on it, inside the settings I can actually uh, change bids for my devices as well. So when you click on devices, I think you can do it directly from here. Yep. So currently all my devices are having the same bid, okay, which is about, I think, $8. Okay, and let's say I know that I want to get more clicks from my mobile phones compared to my computer. So what I can actually do is I can lower the bid by clicking on this bid adjustment button. I can lower my bid or increase my bid. Let's say lower it. So if I want to lower it down by 50%, I can actually do that. So what this would mean is that whenever my ad is being shown on mobile phones, Google is going to go up to as much as $8 a click. But if my ad is getting triggered on a computer, Google will not spend more than $4 for that click. That is what you mean by device bid adjustment. Okay. All right. Neha, you're asking, sir, when I created my text search campaign, it got clicks and impression, but when I created my display campaign, I did not get any clicks and impression. Why is this happening? Well, Neha, one of the reasons why this could be happening is that your ad is not getting triggered. So try and find out why your ad is not getting triggered. Okay. Chances could be that you might have put a lot of targeting, different type of targeting options. So when you use a lot of targeting, what it does is that it makes that ad reach very narrow. Okay, which is why your ad is never getting shown. So chances could be that your ad might not be getting shown. So a good idea could be to just remove all the targeting options that you were using, maybe just use one or two, and then see whether you do get some impressions or not. Okay. And the second question you are saying is that you had paused all the campaign, only display ad is enabled, but it did not get any clicks and impressions. Still, my amount is deducted from my account. Well, that Google cannot do. So, in case you do feel that Google has taken some of your amount, just have a look at the billing section as well, because Google tells you if it is going to spend any money on your account, where it is spending it. Okay, so just go over here, go to billing and payments. It will show you all your transactions as well. So if Google has charged you money and you feel that that was not the right thing to do, you can actually then kind of talk to the Google team as well. Okay, and so when you go and click on transactions, that will show you when all Google has actually charged you money. Okay, and how much it charged you. So you can just then check on the right hand side if you were charged wrongly. Okay, so all right. So that is there. Any more question? I wanted to discuss something called feeds as well, but okay. So what was the opportunities section about? It was opportunities is basically your recommendations tab over here. Okay. Earlier this used to be called the opportunities section. Okay. In our previous dashboard that we used to have for AdWords, this is what it used to be known as. Now it is called the recommendation section. Okay, guys, I had not shown you something called business data feed, right? So very quickly, I'll just talk a little bit about what a business data feed is, and might sound a little complicated. Okay, so even if you don't understand, don't worry at all. You never, just know that you will never have to do it alone, even if you had to do it. Okay, usually big companies use these data feeds to automate their campaigns, and there is usually like a lot of uh, people in the team to be helping you to do that. So it's never a one man task when you have to create a feed. But in case you are an advertiser, you're a big advertiser, you might be a industry leader uh, for a particular category, right? And you would like to run a lot of ads, so many ads that you want to just like drown all your competitors, right? And you don't really have the time to sit and create a lot of ads, which is why what you would like to do is that you would like to give all the information to Google on an Excel sheet, so that Google can then use that information to create ads by itself. Okay, so how do you do that? Well, it's very simple. You go to this wrench button and then you go and click on something called business data. Okay, and what this business data does is that it allows you to create a data feed for yourself. Okay, and just like you see these different kinds of data feeds that are over here, you can actually create a data feed as well. Just click on this and it will ask you what type of a data feed you would like to create. So in case you're from the education industry, flight industry, hotel and rental, jobs, local deals, real estate, travel, you can actually get a pre-created feed template by Google that you can fill and then upload it back again. Okay, might sound complicated, don't worry, let me do it once with you as well. Let's pick any industry over here. What do you think, guys? Just pick an industry from the drop down menu that I showed you. Which one should we just take? Let's take real estate. Okay, all right, first thing I'll just take the first one that someone told me. So real estate is one we selected. So once you select real estate, it gives you an option to download a real estate feed template. Okay, when you click on that, you can download a CSV file. Okay, so we'll go and see what this file contains. Okay, now that we have downloaded it, let's just open it. Oops, this looks a little complicated, but you can actually just, okay, yeah. So all of these things are not really required. We can just delete it. So this is just explaining you what each of the columns mean. Okay, so we'll just probably just cut this and probably put it in another sheet so that we can understand maybe later on. Um, okay, so let's just get this back. Okay, so as you can see, guys, there is already a lot of columns that have been pre-created for you. Okay, and they have given an example of one of the rows that you can create, and this is how you can actually create one. So the first thing that you see over here is a listing ID. What is a listing ID? Listing ID is basically a unique ID that you associate with your listing. Okay, so this could be unique to that website where this item is getting listed. For every property you have a different listing ID. Listing ID basically just helps Google to understand that this is the unique identifier for this property. Okay, and then it can use all the information. It also helps the company in case I am a real estate company and there are 10,000 listings on my website. I would definitely want that each of them is getting recorded against a listing ID. So I'll associate a listing ID to each of my property listing. So let's say the listing ID for this is MTV underscore HC1234. The listing name, you can give it a listing name. So it's a Heavenly Condos. Final URL is the place where you will take a person to when he clicks on your ad for that particular listing. Image URL, what kind of picture you would like to show on your um, listing for your listing ad. Okay, so in case you want to show a display ad and you would like to show a picture of your property, you can actually directly put the image URL next to it. So if you can understand, this is how Google extracts information from your Excel file and then shows relevant ads to your user. So in case your user came and saw this property Heavenly Condos on your website, Google will then show them the image URL, the image for which URL that you put over here. Okay, and then you can fill in more information like city name, description, price, property type, listing type, contextual keywords. What type of keywords should people be searching for when they get to see your ad? So these, you can add the contextual keywords over here. You can add your address. In case you are using a third party tool, you can add a tracking template. Otherwise, you don't need to use this. You can just leave it as blank. Same you can do for custom parameter. In case you have a separate mobile URL, you can enter it over here. Otherwise, you can leave this. So the last three columns are actually optional. The rest of the things you will have to fill in, and this is how you fill in for all your properties. So in case you have 1,000 properties, you put in information like this for all your 1,000 properties. Okay, and once you have successfully done that, just save this file, and you you choose that file to upload from your computer, and you just upload it. Okay, you give it a name, and once you apply it, it will be saved as a feed. Okay, now what does this feed do, guys? Really, let's just go to my account. I might be having a few feeds over there. So this is what helps you to create a dynamic ad or a dynamic remarketing ad. Okay, so I hope you could understand the concept. So Google could now create ads on by itself on your behalf. Okay, takes that data items and puts them in ad text. Correct. So it will just take data items from your ad, and it will just show them. Okay, I'll just kind of show you another account. So now if we had to, let's say, create a dynamic ad, let's say we want to create a display campaign, but this time we don't want to give Google all the items. We just want to like let Google create it on itself. You can actually go for a smart display campaign. Just click on continue. Okay, this is why I was not explaining it, Pooja. It is actually slightly complicated uh, concept to understand. Just understand that. Think of a feed like a, so think of Google AdWords like your junior at your office, and you're just giving Google like a Excel file to create ads for you. Okay, so that is where you just put all the data in that Excel file and upload it. Okay, so that is available inside your business data. Okay, so anytime you would like to do that, just go inside your business data and upload those Excel sheets over there. Okay, how to use that Excel sheet after that? Once you have successfully created that business data, then go and create a campaign for yourself. So the same way you create any kind of campaign that you would, okay, the same way you try and create your campaign as well. Okay, just the only option that I wanted to show you was that any campaign that you select, in your settings option there will be something called dynamic ads. Okay, yes, so Google will actually see what keywords people are using, and based on those keywords it will use your Excel file to create an ad for your on your behalf and show it to your audience. Okay, so there is an option called dynamic ads as well in your campaign settings option. Once you have created a dynamic feed, once you have created a data feed, you can select this data feed from your dynamic ads. So as you can see, I have created three feeds: travel, accessory, digital vidya, and shop. Let's say if I select travel accessories, now it will directly take items from this feed and automatically create ads. Okay, I just saved time that I don't have to create ads by myself. Okay, Google will automatically curate content. Google will automatically write ads for me. I don't have to do anything. Okay, so that is the beauty of a data feed. Okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it just messes things up, because at the end of the day, it's a algorithm, it's an artificial intelligence, but it is getting smarter day by day. It is you might have heard this news very recently which came that Google can write its own content now. I think this came out last week only, that Google is now trying to use its rank brain technology for Google Assistant, where the Google Assistant software can show you curated content. Okay, it is not for Google search, because otherwise, then why would we need any websites if Google can just copy everything and show you curated data, right? So, but they're saying that they're going to use it for Google Assistant. That if someone is searching for something using the Google Assistant, it will create data, it will create content on the basis of all the content that it sees all across the internet. Okay, and then curate that content and show it to you. Okay, and Abhishek, you're saying, and if we want to do some change in that ad, can we do it? No, you cannot, Abhishek. It will automatically create that ad for you. You will have no option. You can just see your product listing the same way you had created your product feed. That is the same way you can actually see your product listing and see how many clicks or how many impressions did that product have. Okay, so on the basis of product, it will show you the campaign data, but it will not allow you to change any ad or anything like that on it. Okay, I hope that is clear, Abhishek. So that was about data feed, guys. You might have noticed that we did not have a option of retail over here. Okay, why was that? Because the reason was that because for retail, you can actually use something called the Google Merchant Center. Okay, what is a Google Merchant Center? It's basically a place where you create product feed for a retail business. Okay, so in case you are selling some products, you can actually open an account in the Google Merchant Center, and you can actually just create a feed over here. Okay, then you can link your Merchant Center to your AdWords account, and that is how you actually create your shopping ads. If we had more time, I would have explained shopping ads to you as well. Unfortunately, this was not a part of your curriculum, but you still, in case you would like to learn about it, it's not that difficult. Just go and sign up on merchants.google.com. It's pretty straightforward. Let me just show you as much as I can. Okay. I hope you can do the linking part yourself, connecting your link Merchant Center account to your AdWords account. Uh, this option, it shows you products. Okay, products is where you can see this option called feeds. This is where you can add your upload your product feed to Google. Okay, so in case you're an e-commerce company, this is what you need to be using. So you have to use something called the Google Merchant Center to upload all your products. Okay, once you create a feed, the same way we created it in the business data section, same way you create a feed over here. And it will have its own, so it will create a Google sheet once you give it a feed name. So let's maybe just give it test feed. I might as well show you. And it will, the only thing that it will do is it will create a Google spreadsheet for you. Okay, so that makes your life really easy. You don't have to go ahead and upload new Excel files again and again. Every time you add a new product, you can just directly paste your items into that Google sheet, which is an online sheet, and it will automatically update that previous Excel file and use this uh, new data. Okay, so as you can see, all the columns are pre-created, and you can then keep adding items on this sheet. How Google tracks which products I was browsing and shows relevant products for prices for those products. Whenever you are going to any e-commerce website, they are putting a Google tracking code on that website, so that even when you go and see their website, um, they're putting a cookie in your uh, local computer. What a cookie does is that the cookie is actually tracking where all you're growing, how your internet browsing has been, and then on the basis of that data, Google is actually showing up ads in different places where it can. Okay, so if you want to understand more about it, just install this little cool extension that I use also. It's called Tag Assistant by Google. It shows me which all websites are using Google tags, okay, and which all will actually go ahead and follow me as well. Okay, so if I had to show you how this works, let me just refresh this. Okay, so we will be able to understand what kind of tools tags Google is Myntra is using. So as you can see, Myntra is using a remarketing tag. Okay, it means that now when I look at some product at Myntra.com website and I go back, chances are that I will see that product in as a form of an ad somewhere. Okay, why is that happening? Because of this remarketing tag. Okay, so now that I opened Myntra.com, this website Myntra.com has put a cookie on my temporary internet files folder. So there is a folder called temporary internet files where these cookies get stored. Okay, and it is now started to track me. So now Myntra is actually tracking me because I have reached their website. Okay, Anjali, I hope that was clear now about how this tracking really works. Okay, and before we close off this session, guys, I hope you had a good time learning about all of these things that we discussed. And yeah, if you're not clear, I will still explain it to you. I'm not clear about how they know which ad to show for that browsed page. Okay, I'm not clear which ad. I'm not clear about how they do they put cookies on a product level. Yes, exactly. So each page that you go to, so this cookie is put on the entire website. Okay, so if I now go and look at some men's section and like a casual T-shirt, they know that because remember how I showed you this product feed. So this page, let's say we select one item. Okay, let's go to this page and select one item. Okay, that will be your product page. Okay, very strange, it did not have a shirt. Okay, okay, let's click on this item. When you select this item, okay, this page will be having something called a product ID associated to it. So Myntra.com has also created a sheet like this where they have inserted information just related to this page. Okay, so this could be their product ID 2378361. This is how they know which product we are talking about or which product has to track you. Okay, and then you put the rest of the information over here. Now the next time if you're in case using remarketing and a person did reach this page, Google knows that it has to show you ads related to product number 2378361. Okay, so that is how it actually gets to know which ad and which image to show you. Okay, so I hope that is clear, Anjali. uh, Great, awesome, perfect, guys. So thank you all for attending all my sessions. I hope I was able to answer all your doubts and queries. Do they right? I hope I was able to answer all your doubts and queries. um, Please do give me a good feedback, as that really helps me a lot if you give me a good feedback. uh, if I get bad feedbacks, I might not be asked to teach anymore. Okay, so what would be my parting guidance? Just try and uh, keep on practicing. Even if you don't have anything to do on AdWords right now, you might as well just spend about 500 rupees or 1000 rupees a month just to bring visitors to your website only, right? Try doing this online marketing thing again and again to grow your career as well. In fact, I did that myself. This is something that I self-taught myself over the last 10 years. and from being a website developer to being a digital marketer to teaching digital marketing now, it has all been self-learned things that I've taught myself and learned over the years because of the power of digital media, right? And it's only going to grow more and more, guys. So degrees will, for after a point of time, will start to have kind of a lesser impact. I mean, I have a degree from IIM Calcutta and an MBA degree from IIM Calcutta, but I still rely on my digital marketing skills to get myself a good job. Okay, it does help that I do have a degree right now, but if I did not know about digital marketing, if I hadn't taught myself that, I probably would not have been able to land the kind of jobs that I do right now. Which is why it's always a good idea to learn a lot of things on your own as well, because technology is changing really fast and really rapidly. Jyoti, if you have any doubts, can it be cleared with you? Unfortunately, my time with you ends over here. I don't get paid to for the rest of the time, but if it's not too much, you can always ask me. Okay. If you only have a few doubts, uh, as you were mailing me also, I sometimes don't reply that fast. It usually takes me some time. I'm actually leaving for a vacation. You guys were the last batch. I was going for a vacation for a week, so I come back and rejoin Digital Vidya back on 4th of June. So I am again not allowed to share my email ID, guys, because we are not actually working full time for Digital Vidya. I'm actually working in a different organization where I actually do digital marketing, Google AdWords. I work on Google AdWords only. Okay, so that's the only thing. Any reference material for SEM? Well, the reference material is actually your Academy for Ads. When you go into your AdWords search certification or any other certification, guys, you will be able to kind of read about it as well. Okay, so they have all the information in case you would like to study about it over here. But apart from that, you actually get these really good resources that Digital Vidya is providing. They're actually doing a really great job in providing the resources that they are. Other institutes don't actually even do that. They don't even share any notes with you, but their notes are really crisp and up to date. So you can actually rely on Digital Vidya's notes only, right? And yeah, in case you would like to add me up on LinkedIn or Facebook, anywhere, just to like have a friendly talk, you can do that. Not a problem with me. I'll just share those links with you as well. Um, but yeah, thank you all once again for attending these sessions. I hope you had a good time attending my sessions, and good luck with the rest of the course. I'm sure you'll ace it. And that's all from my side, guys. And good night, everyone. And yeah, please do fill up the feedback form before you leave, as your feedback is really, really important. And it really helps if you also kind of can give me a good feedback before we part off. Okay, but yeah, thank you once again, guys, and good night. That's it from my side.